Hey guys, welcome back to Nutty 68 Chevelle. So I want to say thank you to the new subscribers I got and to the existing ones. Feel honored that I got a following of people watching me and working on my junk. Anyways, couple new things up to date here. First thing is the valve springs. Still waiting on them. I changed the valve springs around, meaning I did have 1348 pack valve springs, and I went with 1347-16 valve springs. A little less spring pressure, and I wouldn't have to shim the living bejeebies out of my valve springs to increase or to decrease the spring pressure. So I went with a little bit softer spring, but I'll explain why I did that. To get to that point was I had to decide on my camshaft, and I know in the last video I mentioned I was going to go with the Reed cam, but I had my doubts about it because this year I'm running nitrous oxide with my motor and my car kind of thing, right? So I was a little unsure about it. So I went out to a really good friend's of mine's place. He's built blown alcohol motors for boats for like 40 years. And him and I had like a 3-hour conversation about camshafts. And he's the master, I'm the student, as it were. So he's a really close friend of mine, and yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So we had a long talk about it, and we both decided that the Reed cam was not the way to go because it's 112 degree lobe separation, and we've never used nitrous with that cam. So I decided to try something different. A friend of mine suggested that there's a cam grinder in Canada that fixes lobes of camshafts. I had no idea about this. So I called this cam company, or not cam company, cam grinding company, and I told them about my bullet camshaft and what happened and such. And he asked me to send him a whole bunch of pictures. So I did. And he goes, Scotty, it's like maybe 5 thou off of it, 5 thou off the top, 5 thou off the back side of the lobe, or off the base circle of the lobe, and we can fix your cam. I'm like, what, really? That's flipping awesome. So I sent my camshaft to him last Sunday. And then I got a call today from him saying that, yeah, he just needs to fix that one lobe and the rest of the cam is beautiful. So that bullet cam, I'll put the card up here. Now, the card says for a 1.7 rocker ratio. My rocker ratio is 1.8. So I called Bullet Cams directly, and I spoke to Kirk at Bullet, and he mentioned to me that the spring pressure for this camshaft is 800 open and about 300 seat. So the valve springs that I ordered are going to work perfectly for this camshaft. The valve spring pressure that I'll have is about 830 to 850 pounds open and about 305 on the seat. So that would have worked with the Reed cam as well. So it was just awesome that it worked out with the bullet cam and getting it fixed. So my cam should be back to me by Friday, which I'm really excited for, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. So that'll be awesome. So in the meantime, I decided to pull my oil pan off and check my main bearings because I do that. Well, holding a cane, trying to hold yourself up from falling over with the cane. Yeah, what do you think I did? I dropped a main cap and I damaged one of my bearings. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about it. I'm like talking about a dumb rookie move kind of thing, but we're only human, we make mistakes. So here's the main bearing that I pulled out of my motor. So I tried to grab a file and just file the sides of it. I'll bring it up here so you can see it. Sorry, it's not zoom or focused very good, but yeah. Anyways, needless to say, I'm not that stupid to put this back in the motor. So I went online and went to the performance store and see if I could buy one main bearing. Yeah, you think you can buy one main bearing? No, it doesn't work. So I had to buy a whole new bearing kit, which I guess is okay because I'll have spares. That's the way I figure it. Spares for everything. Like we all are pack rats when it comes to car parts. So yeah, so I changed out the one main bearing and I put that little plastic gauge in there, tightened it down, or I torqued it down, made sure the bearing clearances were exactly the same as the rest of the main bearings were, and they were. It's the exact same bearing. What is it? It is a Clevite. I can't even read that, but yeah, it's a Clevite bearing for a big block Chevy. But anyway, so I changed it out, and I'm happy. Put the pan back on, siliconed it all up so we don't have any oil leaks. So yeah, so I did that. Here is my nitrous system all complete. I just have to clean up, repaint the red fuel line fittings there, because I kind of scuffed the living bejeebies out of them, putting them on and off. And painted the bracket red. I'm not sure about the red bracket or not. It's kind of growing on me, but not really. I might paint it black, but so yeah, this is what it looks like underneath. The fuel lines are all underneath there. The nitrous solenoids are all hooked up. I just got to hook up the wiring, but I can't hook up the wiring not until the motor's inside the car. And the nitrous line is going to come out the back like so. Yeah. So, as I said, this is the first year I'm going to be running nitrous oxide with my car, or in the engine. So, I had to make some changes inside the trunk. Sorry guys, I'm just walking right now with the cane, so that's why it's kind of clanky. So, sorry about the shakiness. So, I'll show you guys what I did in my trunk. It's kind of a mess, but I was working on it. So, over here, I have my nitrous oxide bottle. Yes, nitrous works. It's an old school, bought this bottle a long time ago. So it's really old, but it still works great. Right next to it, that is my nitrous oxide fuel cell. I haven't quite finished it. I still got to put a bolt in the fuel cell. This is my main fuel cell for the engine. This is my nitrous oxide fuel pump. Now, the line coming out of the tank is a 10 AN line. So it's a big guy, and the pump is really close, and this was the only place I could mount the pump. So I had to turn it on an angle and space it out. I'm not a big fan of it right now. I might change it because I don't really like the looks of it. Granted, the trunk's always going to be closed and no one's going to see it, but it's just the principle that, like yourself, you build something, you don't want it to look like crap, you want it to look good. So I'll probably end up changing this a bit, make it a little bit better anyway. Over here, this here is my actual alcohol pump. This is my alcohol tank. So the alcohol pump and alcohol tank, on pump gas to go cruising around the city, I inject alcohol into the bottom of my manifold, as I've shown in previous videos there, where it was. This is my Aeromotive 2000 pump for my carburetors. So the tank and the water alcohol pump was over here where the nitrous bottle was. So it's super tight in here, so I had to build a bracket or a 4-inch pedestal for the tank to sit on behind the battery because the Chevelle's trunk is sloped. So I had to do that, but it came out pretty good though. I'm kind of happy how it all turned out. I just got to clean up all the wires, make it look really nice. But yeah, so this is the tubs. Sorry, get light. Tubs. Yeah. So clean it up, make it look a little bit better. But the nitrous fuel pump, I might change a bit because I don't really like that too much. But I was gonna put the nitrous oxide tank behind the seat on the passenger side, but I'll show you guys. I'll open up the door. There is no room to put it in there. I know my carpet's dirty because I was in there trying to make room and move stuff around, but it didn't work. So my ignition box is way back here, as you can see. And I carry a spare jug of alcohol behind my seat. So when I go cruising, I can just top up the tank because it's not a very big tank. So that's why it's back there. But yeah, so there's no room to put the tank, the nitrous oxide tank, behind the passenger seat. So I couldn't even put it behind the driver's seat. So I didn't really have a choice. So it had to go in the trunk. And a couple things left to do on the car. I have to run the nitrous oxide line from the nitrous tank forward, and it's going to go on the driver's side. All the other fuel lines, the nitrous fuel pump, that line is run along with the rest of my fuel lines and all the return lines, same with battery cables and everything. That's all on the passenger side. So I still have a couple little things yet to do on the car. Got to clean out just little things, not much, but besides that, just waiting on camshaft and valve springs, and then it's Slamorama, and then I can rock and roll. I'm gonna have to get a couple of buddies of mine to come over and help me with installing the motor and all that, because I can't really do it by myself anymore, but it's all good. But anyway, that's what's going on so far in my world, and what I'm waiting for. I'm hoping by Monday, because today is, what day is today? Wednesday. Hoping by Monday I should have valve springs and camshafts out by Friday. Hopefully valve springs by Monday, and then next week put this car on the ground with the motor in it and fire it. I'm fingers crossed. So, but anyways, that's about it for right now, what I got on the go. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and being patient with me for uploading a video. I know it's been a little while. I've had a lot of body stuff to do, like physiotherapy and stuff, so kind of draining. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be sure to get back to you if you guys ask a question. Yeah. Anyways, thanks again. Have a great day.